Let's focus now. France is heading towards an interesting election season. Emmanuel Macron is banking on his traditional support, hoping for a majority. But the far-right parties are confident of an EU election repeat.
Voters in France have been given about 20 days to choose their government. The shock defeat in the EU parliamentary elections prompted Emmanuel Macron to call for snap elections. But it's a roll of the dice on his political future and could offer the far right a shot at real power. Macron's stature has been diminished since he lost his absolute majority in the parliament 2 years ago. Discussing the snap election call, a source of Reuters says there was a chance he could win back a majority by taking everyone by surprise. But they added that if Marine Le Pen's far-right national rally does take over, the gamble is that the next 3 years would demonstrate their incompetence to voters and undermine their bid for the presidency in 2027. That option, the source said, is not without risk. The vote is likely to revolve around discontent with Macron's style of power, cost of living and immigration policies. But it will also be about whether the RN can be trusted to run a major European government.
We are ready to govern. We have a number of texts and bills which are obviously ready to come into force. In the context of a coalition government, we obviously cannot do everything that the presidency of the Republic allows us to do. But we can do things for purchasing power, for security, for immigration. I am calling on other political groups by offering to work with me within the framework of a government of national unity.
Among policies put forward by the RN, the party has proposed high public spending despite already significant debt levels. It also wants to expel more migrants, restrict childcare benefits to French citizens, and give French nationals preference in access to social housing and jobs. There is no certainty the RN will end up with enough seats to run the government. Other scenarios include a wide-ranging coalition of mainstream parties. The leader of France's conservative Republicans has called for an alliance.
I ensured that the Republicans had a voice and continued to have a very strong voice. But today, LR is too weak to oppose the two blocs which are the most dangerous. So we need an alliance, remaining true to ourselves, avoiding the danger of fronts unbowed, who could soon have a majority in the National Assembly. So we need an alliance.
But even if the RN and its coalition did score a majority, Macron would remain president for 3 more years. That means still in charge of defense and foreign policy. But he would lose the power to set the domestic agenda. Political parties in France don't have long to prepare. The election will take place in 2 rounds on June 30th and July 7th. The next government will take over in July. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.